Yeah, good morning. Good morning, all. Online students, is my voice is loud and clear? Online students, guys, can you please confirm? Guys, coming to this WhatsApp channel, if anyone has not joined, please scan the QR code and join into the WhatsApp. Okay. Today's notes will be uploaded here. Done. So please, everyone take a screenshot or photo or whatever it is and join into the WhatsApp group. In this class, most of you have already joined, right? So once you have joined in the WhatsApp channel, there is a bell icon. Click on that so that you will get the notification. Miss immediately the moment I post the notes or immediately I post any kind of message, you will get the notification. Because otherwise, if you are not clicking on the bell icon, you are not able to get that one. It means again, you have to go to that and you have to see. Instead of that, click on the bell icon so that you can get all the notifications. Okay, guys. So let's start the session. Now, in today's class, we are going to discuss next one. So whatever we have completed in the last class is in terms of last class, we have seen the Python for introduction. Python introduction, we have gone through what is Python and what are the advantages of Python and what is the applications of Python and how we can install the Python and what are the various ways, to execute the Python. What are the various options we are having to execute the Python. In that, we are having the multiple options, various ways to execute Python code. Multiple options are there. Now, in today's class, what we are going to have in the day 5. Okay, today's is day 5 and today's date is 6th February. And in today's class, we are going to discuss the next one. So now coming to various ways to execute the Python, what are the various options we are having? Various options, or which is also called as ways to execute Python. To execute the Python. What are the various ways? The first one we have discussed by installing the Python, normal Python, and inside that Python command prompt. We have executed on the Python command prompt. This is option number 1. And second option, we have used the IDLE. Option number 2, if you go to the option number 2, we have used the IDLE, which is Python only. Once again, Python command prompt, which is in the white color. Okay, yesterday we have seen this Python command prompt. And next we have went to from there within the Python IDLE, how to create a new file. In a new file and within the new file how we can execute, that is editor window. In the editor window we have written the Python code and we have executed the Python code. So new file in Python IDLE. So these are the options which we have completed in the last class itself. This is not today's one, this is the last class part. And if you have not gone through, means if you are not available in yesterday's class or if you're not attended yesterday's class, please go through the recording and this recording will be shared for you. Okay, in that you please go through. And from there we have discussed about the Anaconda. In the Anaconda we have seen how to execute the Jupyter Notebook. Yesterday we have seen how to execute using the Jupyter Notebook. Now in today's class we are going to see one more, how to execute using the Spyder. In the same Anaconda, just you are going to type here Anaconda. Okay, click on Anaconda. Once you click on the Anaconda navigator, after installing the Anaconda, how to install the Anaconda also we have discussed in the last class. And so Anaconda, just once you click on the Anaconda navigator, automatically you are going to get a initial screen in this way. First screen you are going to get in this way. In that you are having the option called as Spyder. Now, these are the multiple options. Whatever I'm showing you are the multiple options to execute the Python code. Some people are using PyCharm, some people are using VS Code. Different persons are using different. Your choice, whichever you feel easy, that is the best choice. Now, what is the difference between them? What is the difference? All these things we are going to understand now. Once it opens, I'll show you what is the difference. Yeah. So here we are having, there is an option called as Spyder. Now, this is the Jupyter Notebook. Yesterday we have discussed. Now, Jupyter Lab is there. Now, what is meant by lab? Lab is nothing but it is integrated. It is integrated with your lab. Means, for example, assume that Naresh IT website is there. In the Naresh IT website, we have integrated the Jupyter Lab. Means directly when you can go through into the Naresh IT website and there only you can practice. Okay. Example for the Jupyter Lab is this one. So Google Colab. In the Google, I'm writing just Google Colab. Co means two. Okay. So here just I'm clicking on the Google Colab and the first website, whatever I'm getting in the Google, just type Google Colab and click on the first website. Once you click on the first website, whatever you are having like this, here there is an option called as new notebook. Can you see here? There is an option called as new notebook. Click on this. Once you click on this, okay, on the new notebook, once you click on the new notebook, automatically you will be redirected into this page. It is similar kind of your Jupyter Notebook only as it is. Both are same. Now, what is the difference between the Jupyter Notebook versus Google Colab then? What is the difference means? Jupyter Notebook is once you have installed in your system, it will work only in your system. Google Colab is in terms of it is an internet based one. It is a lab, Jupyter Lab. So the Google, what they have done is they have integrated in their website this Jupyter Lab. So Jupyter Lab can be used by any company. Even Naresh IT also can use this Jupyter Lab. So for example, if you open the nareshit.com, inside that they have integrated some Jupyter Notebook. So directly you can go there and you can practice. So like that, here also in the Google website, they have integrated the Jupyter Lab, and here itself you can type the code and you can execute. So yesterday, whatever the code we have written, that is print welcome. Same thing. Just you are going to execute and you can have. It is completely internet based. Okay. So here you no need to install any Anaconda. If you're not having any laptop also, I mean, any software also, still you can use this one. So it is not based on your laptop configuration. For example, yesterday I told you, if any of the student is having in this class i3 with 4 GB only, means with a low configuration laptop, if any student is having, it is better to go with the Google Colab. Instead of upgrading your laptop to i5 8 GB or anything else, go with the Google Colab. So now Google Colab will provide you additional software also. Whatever the additional software is required, means sorry, not software, hardware. Whatever the additional hardware is required, that will be provided by your Google. For example, let us take like this. My laptop is i3 with 4 GB, but I require to work minimum 16 GB RAM. I want to work an application which is of 16 GB RAM. For me, two options will be there. One, to upgrade myself to 16 GB RAM in my laptop, or to take the support of the others. So here you are going to take the support of the Google and you can run. How, sir? How it is possible? Virtually giving that one only is called as cloud technology. Okay, giving virtually the hardware support. And it is going to give the hardware support by using the CUDA toolkit. What is meant by this? All these things you'll understand in the further. We'll discuss later because that is the part of the artificial intelligence. There you'll understand all these things. So by using the support of the CUDA, they are going to provide all these things. So they'll provide you whatever the additional hardware is required. They'll provide you to run the application, right? How we can get that one, how it is working, everything you'll see in the future. So as of now, any student in this class, having a laptop with low configuration, go with the Google Colab. If you are having a good amount of configuration laptop, then happily you install the Anaconda and work on it. Is the point is clear? Now, sir, for running only the Python application, we required i3 with 4 GB RAM. Only Python or statistics, if you want to run, absolutely i3 with 4 GB RAM is more than sufficient. If you want to enter into the ML and there you want to work on at least some amount of data, good amount of data, if you want to work, means minimum 8 GB RAM is required. So i3 with 8 GB is required. If you want to work on AI also, and that too with a good amount of data. For example, if you are having only 10 records or 10 rows or 20 rows, then small amount of data is not a problem. When you want to go with more than 10,000, 12,000, 15,000, some kind of, then i5 with 8 GB is recommended. So that is the reason yesterday I told you i5 with 8 GB to work with AI also. Only if you are working on the Python, miss i3 with 4 GB is more than sufficient. Is the points are clear now, everyone? So this is the Jupyter Notebook, where Jupyter Notebook is in your system. Google Colab is with respect to internet based. And in the backend, it is going to use the Jupyter Lab. Now, okay, sir, fine. I'm going to practice here. If you want one more cell, you are going to add the one more cell like this. Multiple cells you can add, and in the each cell, you can practice whatever you want. And after practicing, here you are going to rename. Similarly, you are going to rename. And for example, you are going to rename this is the class 2. You are going to rename like this and click on the save. And where it will be saved? Automatically, it will be saved in your Google Colab, that is in your drive. So you are going to log in using your mail ID. So here I have logged in using my mail ID. So automatically it will be stored by default. Is the point is clear? Now, coming to the next one, within the Anaconda, we are having one more called as Spyder. Now let us click on the Spyder. Let's see the difference between the Spyder and Jupyter Notebook and everything. Okay, it is going to start the Spyder. Okay, now you are going to get the Spyder first page. You are going to get like this. Okay, in your case, you are going to get first page like this. Okay, where you are having in terms of 3 windows will be there. This is first window, this is second window, this is third window. Total 3 windows will be there. And this first window is called as editor window. This window is called as editor window, where you can write the code. You are going to write code and you are going to edit code. If you want, you can edit the code. Okay. And this is called as console window. This is editor window. This is console window. What is meant by console window means where you can write the code and see the output. If you write the code, you can write directly here itself. Like earlier I have shown you yesterday in the Python IDE, right? In the IDE, if you click on the new file, that is editor window. For example, I'm not clicking on the new file. So I'm just opening once again IDE here. Okay, whatever we have discussed in the last class, just I'm clicking on the IDE. Here I have clicked on the IDE and here itself I'm typing the print welcome. Okay. And it is printing and it is giving the output. For example, you have made some mistake. Print welcome. Okay. You have done some syntax error. Now you want to rectify. Now here rectification is not possible. Then what we have to do? Once again, we have to copy the entire code. Copy, paste. Again, we have to rectify like this. So directly we can't keep our cursor here and we can't add the inverted commas. Editing is not possible. Once we can write the code and we can execute the code, but editing is not possible. So that is the problem. Same way, this is also same console window. Here itself you can write. For example, here itself I'm writing print welcome. Automatically you can see the output. Same Python ideally only. No difference. Now here if you write in terms of the same welcome and without inverted commas you are closing, it is going to throw the error. Now, if you want to edit that one, you can't keep the cursor here and you can't add the inverted commas there. It is not possible. So editing cannot be done here. So since editing is not possible here, what is the other option here? We are going to do is click on the new file. And here we are going to write the code and we are going to execute. Same way here also that click on the new file is nothing but this one. Left side. Whatever you are having left side is the click on the new file. So here itself you can write the code. So print welcome to Naresh IT. Okay. So how to execute the code? Wherever the cursor is there, just you have to click on this. That particular line will be executed. This is the button. Just you have to click on this. Is the point is clear? Here instead of now you see here, this one automatically the input you are seeing here. I'm not writing the input also. It is automatically showing the input and output also. Okay, now here there is a problem. Assume there is a problem. See, it is showing the whatever I have written the input along with the error also it is showing. Now, if I want to edit, what I'm going to do, I will come to this position and I will keep my cursor here and I'm going to click on the inverted commas. Again, I'm going to execute. Is the point is clear now? So this is the editor window where you can write the code, edit the code, and output you can have to see here. In this side, you have to see the output. This is called as console. Console means input and output both will be displayed. Input will be displayed. At the same time, output also will be displayed. Both of them will be displayed. And this is called as help file, help window. This is called as help window. When compared to Jupyter Notebook, here we are having the advantage. What is that advantage is, for example, I have written here A is equal to 99. Means in the A, I am storing the 99 value. Now, if you can see here, A is having the 99 value. What is inside the A is 99. This facility, we can see how many variables we have created. Means like that, how many we have created. Everything we can see here. That is the advantage that we can't see in the Jupyter Notebook. There we can write the notes. Here disadvantage is that each of them are having one advantage. If every advantage is with the Jupyter Notebook means, then no one will work on the others and no one will use that one. If everyone knows that advantages are in the Jupyter Notebook, then what is the use of others? Who will use that? If every advantage is with the Spyder, then what is the use of creating another one? Everyone, for example, Google Assistant is there. Alexa is there. Siri is there. Three of them are there. If Google Assistant and Alexa both are same as it is, then what is the use? What is the difference? Then everyone will use this Google Assistant only now. So when another company using something, they are going to do some slight modifications. For example, tomorrow, if you are using you want to create your own thing like Google Assistant. Okay. Now you are going to copy exactly Google Assistant and you are going to do some modifications in that. If you don't do any modifications, then it is called as copyright issue. You have to add some something modifications you have to do. So in the same way, they have done some modifications and they have developed this Spyder. Is the points are clear, guys? Everyone? Now, when we have to work on the Spyder, when we have to work on the Jupyter Notebook. For example, If you want to write notes, if you want to write the notes, more notes as a student level, who is going to write the notes? Means students will write. In the company, why I will write? I'm going to explain to anyone. Tomorrow, I'm working in a company where in that company, I have to just write the Python code and I have to give that one. My work is that one only. I don't need to explain to anyone. I don't need to write the notes. My work is not writing the notes. So in that case, why I have to use the Jupyter Notebook? If your priority is more for the writing the notes, then in that case, go with the notebook. Okay, that is notebook. And if you want the code along with the output also, if you want to have everything in a single location and easy to read, then also go with the notebook. If this is your requirement, go with the notebook. Now, in the company, if you are a Python developer, not data scientist always go with the notebook only. Every data scientist will use Jupyter Notebook only in the real life. Why, sir? What is the reason? I will explain. I will show you the reasons also. But when compared to a Python developer, a software developer, software engineer, data scientists are not called as software engineers. Scientist is scientist only. They are not called as software engineers. Python developers are called as software developers or software engineers. Okay, we are working in the software industry, maybe, but we are not the software engineers. We comes under scientist category. Scientist means inventing new, something new, identifying something new. Okay. Now, Python developers are going to use either Spyder or they are going to use in terms of PyCharm or VS Code, something like this. Why? What is the reason? Means if you write this Spyder or PyCharm or VS Code, when you click on the save as, when you click on, once your work is completed, you are going to click on the save as. Now, how this Python file will be saved means Python file will be saved as, Python file will be saved as .py file, .py. When you save the Jupyter Notebook file, it will be saved as .ipynb. It is not py file, ipynb. I stands for interactive. Py stands for Python. NB stands for notebook. Interactive Python notebook. Okay. So it is going to be stored as a notebook. And this notebook you can open only using the Jupyter Notebook. There is no other option. You have to use Jupyter Notebook and you have to open that. Okay. These files will be saved as a .py files. When you are working as a Python developer, your applications will be running based on the .py files. That is the reason all the Python developers will use PyCharm or Spyder or something like this. But data scientist will use notebook. Sir, okay, sir. This is .py, this is .ipynb file. For example, you want to use the Android application. In the Android means using your Python code, you want to create an Android application. Means one app you are designing, in the backend Python code is there. Now for that backend, whatever the Python code is there, that Android should be supported means it should be in the .py format. It cannot be in this. Android will not support the IPNB files. Not only Android, none of them. Right? Separately, we require py files only. Sir, now okay, we are going to execute the entire program. Now I have worked on IPNB file, but my company is asking to me to share in the .py. Then what I have to do, sir? You complete in the IPNB. Once your entire work is completed, copy and paste in the Spyder and share it. First, you complete in your IPNB only. Jupyter Notebook only, you execute entire codes and you work everything. Once everything is completed, after completing everything, just you convert that one to py file and share to your team. If your team is required .py file, means share as py file. If your team is required with respect to .ipnb file, means share as ipnb file, as per your choice. Okay, converting from one to another is easy, just 1 minute of time. Okay, easily you can convert. Is the point is clear, everyone? Now, like this, we can use different IDEs and we can execute the Python. These are the multiple options. Now, second, okay, I have shown you the Google Colab, Jupyter Notebook, and Spyder. And whichever you feel easy, proceed according to that. In my class, I'm going to use the Jupyter Notebook and Spyder. Both of them I'm going to use. Okay, if you are interested with respect to PyCharm or any others, go ahead with whatever you want. Choice is yours. Because at the end, Python code output will remain same. Whether you execute in the Spyder, whether you execute in the Jupyter Notebook, whether you execute in the Google Colab, answer is going to be the same. Answer will not change. Is the point is clear now? Now, coming to some of data analysis. Okay, we have to do some data analysis. For example, let us take like this. So here I'm having one data set. 1 minute. Okay, this is IMDb dataset, as everyone knows, famous dataset, IMDb. Okay, in the internet, we'll have IMDb rating. For every movie, one rating will be there, na? That dataset only. Okay, this is the dataset. Where this dataset consists of how many records, you know? Almost close to 4 lakh records. Almost close to 3,88,270 records are there. Okay, this is the dataset. In this dataset, I'm having in terms of movie ID. Okay, movie ID. Forget about this column. This column is not there. First column is movie ID, some ID number. They have given one ID number and the movie name. Different movies. Sir, English movies are there, Hindi movies are there, Telugu movies are there. So many movies are there. Almost this data set is from 1850. 1850 to 2020, 2010, almost 160 years of data. Okay, so we are having the different names and we are having in terms of years of release and rank score. Nowadays, for every movie, they are giving the rank, but earlier they used to give for only certain movies only. IMDb rating is that, miss, that is one of the good movie we used to feel. Okay, now we are having the data set like this. Okay, now the question is, I want the question, how many movies has released? I mean, how many movies they have given in the IMDb has given in terms of year 2000? Or I want the movies which are having the IMDb rating exactly equal to 9. Or I want to know how many movies rating is more than 9.5. These are all the questions. For all these questions, we are going to see the answers. For seeing the answers, I'm having multiple options. In that, one of the option is in the Excel sheet itself, I'm going to click on the filter. There is an option called as filter within the Excel. And here I'm going to select IMDb exactly equal to 9. So exactly equal to 9 means I'm going to select only this exactly equal to 9. So I'm going to come to the position wherever it is exactly equal to 9. So these are the movie names. So these are the movie names where the rank score, IMDb rank score is exactly equal to 9. This is Excel. Using the Excel I have done. Now I'm going to show you the same thing using the SQL. Okay, I'm going to work in the SQL. Yeah, just give me 1 minute. So the data is inside the database. Now, so here I'm going to write the code. What is the code means? Select, okay, star from movies. Sir, what is this meaning? Don't ask. Okay, I want to show you the difference between the Excel versus SQL versus Python. Answer will remain same. Answer will remain same. Okay, just I'm showing the difference. I'm not explaining the code. I'm just showing the difference only. Okay, so let's start from movies where rank score. What are the rank score is there? Rank score is equal to 9. Okay, where the rank score is equal to 9. And these are the list of movie names. And how many movies you have got? 284. 284 records you have got by writing the where rank score is equal to 9. So this is the ID number, movie ID number 837, 1001 nights. Year is 1998 and rank score is 9. The same thing you will see in the Excel also. Movie ID is 837 and same movie, same everything. And how many records are there? If you want to count how many number of records, just you are going to select like this. And if you keep your cursor here, you can see with respect to the count, right? Now the same thing I'm going to show you in the Python also. Same thing as it is, I'm going to show you in the Python. Now, okay, sir, you are going to show the same thing in the Python. Fine. Now, what is the use? Means what you want to say finally, whether it is Python or whatever it is. So here the concept is same. Whether you are using the Python, whether you are using SQL or whether you are using the Excel, data analysis will be the same. Okay, these are the different tools. These are just the tools. They are the options. But finally, the work is going to be the same. For example, I have to work using the Python. Now, here, I'm going to use the Python. In the Python, I'm going to write import pandas as PD. I'm going to import the pandas as PD and PD dot read underscore Excel. Okay, Excel or CSV file, whatever the file name. Just a minute. Let me check what is the file name. It is a CSV file. Same entire data set of 3,88,269 records are loaded. Now, what is my requirement is requirement in terms of wherever the rank score. Where is the rank score? Rank score is greater than, sorry, not greater than, equal to 9. So see, total how many records are there? 284 records. 284 records, and these are the movies. What is the movie ID number? 837. First movie ID is 837 and 1001 nights, 1998, and this one. Right? If you write in the Python also, answer is same na. Answer is going to change, means records will change. Or for example, I want to know with how many unique values are there, means how many years and their values. Okay. Now I'm going to write here df of rank score dot value counts. See, in the rank score with 6.2, how many movies are there? With exactly 6, how many movies are there? Like that. So if I ask year wise, the same thing I'm going to ask year wise. Okay, in the year of 2002, 12,000 movies are there. In the year of 2003, we are having with respect to 11,890 movies. 2001, this one. 2008, we are having only one movie. What is that movie? If I want to see what is that movie in the year of 2008, year is equal to 2008. This is the movie name, Harry Potter. Only one movie. So we are going to play the game using the Python. Python, SQL, Excel, everything are same. Now, sir, SQL, If you learn the Python, within the Python, the library called as Pandas. If you learn this library, okay, very clearly, if you learn what is SQL means, SQL, you can understand entire SQL in one day. Entire SQL is one day. Okay, sir, what is this SQL meaning is? Extracting the data from the database. You are going to extract the data from the database. Already the data will be collected by the data engineers and they are going to keep that one in the database. Your work is to extract and to analyze. Is the point is clear? For example, yesterday you offline students has registered for the course. Means you have, before entering into the class, you have filled your name and phone number or your mail ID, something. All these details you have filled. Yesterday, I assume that 50 students has came for yesterday's class. Today, offline, almost 60 students are there. Now, my question is very simple. How many new students has joined in today's class? How many of them yesterday has attended the class and today have not attended? I want to identify that data. That is my requirement. The students who has exclusively attended yesterday and today, and who has attended yesterday but missed today. I want those records separately. Why? Why? What is the reason? Why we have to collect that data separately means Naresh sir wants to know yesterday the student has attended and today the student has not attended means he wants to know the feedback from that particular student why he has not attended and he wants to improve his business by doing the analysis. Now what they will do by doing the analysis, first they'll extract the data. After extracting the data, now the team, the backend team is going to call to the students. They'll call, hey guys, yesterday you have attended, today you have not attended. What is the reason? They'll ask in the phone. Students are going to say, this is some reason. They are going to write that reason, and that reasons, whatever the student has told, the same thing will be given to the narrator. And narrator from that, he will conclude something. And is there any possibility to increase the business from that? And they are going to do. So based on the analysis, if I provide the data, they will do the business. For that, I require the Python code or with respect to SQL code. Right? So in the companies also same thing will happen. Exactly happens in the company also. Just you are going to extract. Okay. Yeah. Anji is asking the question. So DF of DF year is equal to 2008. What is this meaning? That you will understand in the later case. What is the meaning of this one means? First, the meaning of this. Actually, this is later, but still, since one of the student is asking, first DF of year. What is meant by DF of year means DF means table name. Table name is called as DF, entire data, 3,88,269 records. And within that, I want to select only the year column. I'm selecting only year column. I'm not selecting anything else, only year. And wherever it is equal to 2008. First, it is identify first record. First record is 2008. No. Second record is 2008. No. No means in Python, it is called as false. So it is going to give for each and every record, whether it is true or false like this. Now, wherever it is true, that data has to be extracted. Means you are going to write DF of. DF of this bracket says that inside this, wherever it is true, extract that data. That is the meaning of the code, which is also called as mask indexing. That you will understand in the later. Is the points are clear? Here the point is in terms of how we are going to work. So here, whether it is Excel, whether it is SQL, whether it is Pandas, answer will remain same. Out of all of them, which one is going to be easiest one means after learning this, I'm 100% guarantee after learning this one, in your entire career, you will not open the SQL. In your entire life, you will not open. Because this is that much of easy. 100% guarantee, no doubt on that. Okay, you will work only Pandas. Sir, for example, data is in the database. Okay, Pandas is that much of great library. Okay, but data is inside the database. Then how we can work? Connect the Python and to the database directly. How, sir? Python connector is there. One connector is there. By using the Python connector, we can connect to the database directly. Python connector, what is that? Means physically available? Nothing. Just if you want to see that one also means you can have like this. So these are all the things which you are going to learn in the further. Just I want to tell you, it is as simple, very, very, very simple. Python is as simple as that, and it is more effective. Okay, so here we are having, see, within the MySQL, I'm going to connect to the Python SQL. And root, what is meant by root means my username. So here, if I start this one, once again, I'm clicking on the MySQL here. So here, can you see the username? Username is root. That username only, this one. And this 1234 is then, that is my password. So once I click on this, here it is asking me password now. That password is 1234. This is the password. Okay. And once I click on the root username and password, localhost at the rate .3306 means here localhost 3306. Whatever it is having here, that one only you have to write there. Here root localhost. Then automatically in your laptop, wherever this one is there it is going to enter and it is going to connect to this one. Okay, if you are having the multiple databases, multiple things are there, it will identify which is having the root, I mean username with this, localhost with this, and once you have entered the password of 1234, then automatically it enters. And after entering, here I'm having the different databases. Multiple databases are there. Inside that, it has to select the IMDb data. So here that is the meaning, IMDb database. Instead of writing IMDb, if you write any other database name, it will identify whether that database name is available here. And it will connect to that one. Like that, you are going to connect the Python with the MySQL database directly. Very simple. Right? Just you have to execute only one line of code. This is the line. And what is the meaning? All these things we'll understand in the further. So as of now, what you have to understand now from all these things means only one thing is Excel, SQL, Pandas. 3 of them. Choice is yours. You can choose as per your choice for your data analysis. Some people are going to use SQL for their data analysis. Some people are using Excel. Some people are using Python. That is the reason if after the class, you go to the any job portal and type data analyst role. Data analyst, they'll ask the skills in terms of Python, SQL, and Power BI to present finally your answer. Presentation will be done using the Power BI. Is the point is clear? Choice is yours. Sir, apart from this, if I'm having any other choice, go. For me, absolutely not a problem. My requirement is I will ask you some questions. For that questions, you have to give me the answers. Whether you are going to use SQL or Pandas, that is your choice. But you have to give me the answers. Okay. Now, sir, in the company, which one we are going to use? SQL or Pandas? For example, assume that you are the junior and I'm your senior in the company. And I know Pandas very well. Very good in Pandas, assume. And you are very good at SQL. And you are in the junior level to me. And you are typing in the SQL some query. And you are writing the code in the SQL. And you are asking some doubt to me. You are asking some doubts to me. Now, I don't know that one. Then what I have to say for you? Arey, I don't know SQL, ra. I am waste person. You are the great person. I don't know anything. Should I say like this? No. Simply what I will say is work on the Pandas. Instead of accepting that I don't know SQL, I will say that please work on the Pandas. So generally the company people whom they are going to hire as the juniors means which they are very strong, they'll hire the juniors also in that area. Why? Because juniors, if they ask the questions, seniors should guide them. If you know very good at, for example, I'm very good at SQL, you are Pandas and you are showing me the Pandas code. I don't know pandas. I'm very good at SQL. Then what I have to say for you? How I can guide you? How I can guide you? If you send the pandas code and sir, here there is a problem is, hey, what is this? I'll ask. First question, write the SQL queries. I'll ask like this. So generally the recruitment, in the recruitment, your head technical round, how the technical round will be there means they'll ask the questions which they are very good. So that is the reason we have to learn both of them. That one also we have to learn. This one also we have to learn. But once you enter into the company without asking anyone, if you are working on your own, you can choose whatever you want. No difference. Because at the end, result is important. How you are writing the code is not important. What you are presenting to others is important. Is the points are clear? Everything? So as per your choice, these are all the different tools. Finally, answer will remain same. You can play the games. Means once we understand what is the logic behind that, letter to letter, if you understand the lesson, automatically we can play the games. Blindly don't by heart even one single letter in the class. If you understand only, write the notes. Otherwise, don't write. Is the point is clear? This point should be very clear. If you don't understand, don't even write a single letter in the notes for by-hearting purpose. If it is clear, only write. And most important, while writing the running notes, you write your notes as per your choice, not for others' purpose. You write your notes which you can understand easily. In what way you write, you will understand. Write in that way. There is no rough work. Don't go to the last page. Don't write something in the last page. Strike it off. Nothing. Everything is fair only. Okay. If anything you have made a mistake, clearly write that one. This is my mistake. And what you the mistake also you write in the notes. That will help you while revising. When you are doing the revision, it will be helpful. It will be very easy to understand the subject. Is the points are clear, guys? Done? Yes. How to reset the password in MySQL if someone has forgot that one? Very simple. Uninstall and install. Because resetting the password in MySQL is somewhat very tricky and there is a lengthy file. And if you send me a mail, I'll share you that particular PDF, how to do that. It is a lengthy process. Right? Now, coming to this next one. Right? Now, what else? So let's get into the Python one by one. Everything is clear. Till now, whatever we have discussed is everything is clear. Anyone has any questions? Yes. Nodes also will be converted by keeping the hash comment. You have to delete that one and you have to share it to the seniors. You should not keep that one. Okay. How you have to convert also we'll discuss. Okay. What you have to delete, what you have to share, everything we'll discuss. Now coming to today's class. Sorry, already we are in the today's class only. So now first topic in the Python is comments. Okay. How we are going to write the comments in Python? Comments. Comments means by using the hash symbol. Whatever you're writing after hash, it is considered as a comment only. After hash, whatever you write, whether you give space, whether you don't give the space, choice is yours. Once hash is written, means after hash, it is called as comment. Okay, this is called as comments. Right? Now, in the comments, what are the comments we are having? We are going to write in the comments, for example, this is my first code. This is my first code. Something you are going to write and you are going to write the code. If you are interested, you are going to write the comment. Now, what is the use of comment? For example, I'm writing one program, some program I'm writing. Okay, that program is of 10 lines, 20 lines or something. I have written the program. Now, for what purpose I have written this program? Final output will be something now, either to in terms of get the data or something. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep as a comment. In the comment, I will keep as this program to extract the data, to extract data where rank score is where rank score is 9, where rank score is 9. I'm going to write some comment like that. Oh, this program was written for that purpose. Okay. So earlier here we have written the some query. This one. What is this query about? What is this program? What is this cell indicates? It gives the record where the exactly the year is equal to 2008. So I'm going to write the same thing in the comment. Okay. So select data. Sorry, instead of select, extracting the data, extract data where year is 2008. This is the comment and this is the code. So now this comment will help me to understand this one very clearly. If I'm interested, I can write. If you're not interested, don't write. It is not compulsory to write. Choice is yours. So if you are interested to write something like this, extract the data where year is exactly 2008. Okay. So you are going to write some kind of comment like this and you are going to write the notes, right? It is some kind of writing the notes. So in the here we are having separately in the Jupyter Notebook, we can add one cell by using the plus symbol. Here we can add one cell. Inside the cell, we can keep the markdown and we can write the notes here. Extract data where year is 2008. Okay, you can write like this. That is possible in the Jupyter Notebook. Now the same thing cannot be possible in the Spyder. Then the same notes how I can write in the Spyder is by using the comment. Is the point is clear, guys? So by using the comment, we are going to write the notes. What are the notes we want? We can write the notes. So here Python So we are going to start the core Python. Within the core Python, the first concept is called as comments. So comments are used to explain the Python code. For what purpose you have written the Python code? To explain that one in an easy way so that others also will understand easily. Sir, why we have to write means, for example, you are working in a company and you have developed one Python program, completed. The entire code was completed. Somewhere you have created something, all these things. Suddenly you are leaving the company. You know that what you have created, but whereas others, a new joiners who are going to join and who are going to work in the same team, they may not understand. For that purpose, we are going to write the comments. Is the point is clear? And now, yeah, Dibesh, you are already having the awareness on the Python and you are asking all the questions on the next one. Here we are starting from the scratch level. So we'll get into that. Your question will get into further. We have not, what is meant by float? Size of float on Python, sir. You are asking the question, what is, now I'm asking you a very simple question. What is float? What is float? Float is a data type. You know that one. I don't know still. I'm in the starting level only. Wait for that. Once I enter into the topic of that one, when I explain the float concept, then I will explain all these things. You are very good. You are already familiar with Python. You are already familiar with MySQL or something. Here, most of the students, they are not familiar on Python, including me. So you have to wait for that. Right? One by one. I can't go in a zigzag way. I have to come in a sequential order. If I move in a zigzag way as per the student's requirement, if I start explaining, then others will get confused. So wait for till I get into that particular point. At the time you ask, is your question is clear? No, sir, I want to ask in between only. Though you are coming in the whatever the order, I want to ask in between. I already familiar with Python. I want to ask my questions. If you are interested in that way, means better to quit the course. Don't join my course because I'm not going to answer. Is the point is clear for you? I will not answer in between like that. I will come in the sequential order. Right? Now, coming to the next point, comments are used to make the code more readable. Comments are ignored during the execution. Means if while executing, this line will be ignored by the Python. So for example, you are writing here some comment like this. Okay, you are writing some comment like this, where to extract the data. Extract data. Now, when you are writing like this and when you are executing this particular cell, this line will be ignored. It will not be considered. Though here the some extract word or something is there, it will not be considered. For example, hash you are removing. Then in that case, it will throw the error. If you don't write the hash, it will not understand it is as a comment. Comment means 100% hash should be there. When there is a hash, then only it works. Right? Is the point is clear? Now, hash means in terms of comment. Comments are ignored during the execution. So single line comment starts with the hash and the Python will ignore them. Whatever you have written after hash, Python will ignore. Simply it will ignore. Okay. Whereas if you want to write the multi-line comment, okay, for example, you want to write 3 lines of comment like this. Okay. This is the first line. I'm going to write first line comment. First line. And this is second line. And this is third line. Total 3 lines of comment I'm writing like this. Okay, you can write the comment, each line comment by using the hash like this, or simply when you are having the multi-line comment, you are going to use 3 inverted commas open and 3 inverted commas close. The meaning is these 3 of them comes under comment. 3 inverted commas open, 3 inverted commas close. And in between you can write how many lines of comment you want. For 1 line comment, go for this one. And for multi-line comment, use the triple inverted commas open, triple inverted commas close. Sir, inverted commas should be single quote or double quote. Choice is yours. Triple double quote you can use. And when you are using triple double quote, then you have to close with the triple double quotes. If you are opening with single quote means you have to close with the single quote. If you are opening with the double quote means you have to close with the double quote. That is the syntax. Syntax means that is the rule. Okay. Here, if you want to use either single or double, choice is yours. Okay. There is no difference in the entire Python. There is no difference. If you are using this one also, no problem. But here, if you see cross mark, it is showing, means some error it is showing, because here also you have to use the same. Is the point is clear now? So whatever you are opening, you have to close with the same. Either triple single quotes, triple double quotes. That is multi-line comment. Now in the Spyder, if you click on the new, if you click on the file and click on the new file, if you click on this, you are going to get initially like this. If you observe what is there in the first one is 1 line comment. And after that, they have given with respect to multi-line comment. So finally, it is a comment. So whatever by default you are getting is comment. So simply you can ignore them or you can delete them. Choice is yours. If it is there also, no problem. If it is as it is also, if you write your code here also, no problem. If you delete also, no problem. Simply you can delete. Everything you can delete. Right? So this is comments. How to use with respect to 1 line comment and multi-line comments. Next one is values. The next concept is called as values. Now what is meant by values? Values means what you are going to store. Which one you are interested to store, that is called as value. Okay. So the values will be of numerical type or non-numerical type. Numeric means without decimal and with decimal. Okay. numerical values, non-numerical values. So numerical values with respect to with decimal and without decimal. Without decimal means like 9, 120, 24,000. All this comes under. Mic sound is not clear. Guys, others, can you please confirm? Is my voice is clear? Guys, can you please confirm? Others? Nayak is saying that voice is not clear. Okay. Yeah. Nayak, can you please relog in once again from your end? Please relog in. Yeah. Others are confirming it is clear. Now, so values. Values we are having numerical values, non-numeric. Numeric within that without decimal. Without decimal means 9, 120, something like this. These are called as numerical values without decimal. And without decimal means minus infinity to plus infinity. Even the positive values, negative values also. Even 24 also comes under this category only. Even 29,000 also comes under that category. So with decimal or without decimal, a numerical value with decimal will comes under this category. Without decimal, this one. Now next one is non-numeric. Other than numbers, everything is non-numeric only. Other than numbers, any special character, text, if you are having any text data or any special character hyphen or at the rate of full stop, all these things comes under non-numeric. Anything other than numeric comes under non-numeric only. Other than numeric, everything is non-numeric. That is text data, pure text data, or a combination of text and numeric. That is A10. This is also non-numeric. Okay. And if you are writing SRK underscore 24, non-numeric. Only pure numbers are there only, it is called as numeric. Other than that, anything comes under non-numeric. Okay. If you are using special character or any English text character, anything apart from one single digit, if you are using anything else also comes under non-numeric, right? Now, so here we are having the values like this. Now, next one is variables. Concept number 3 is called as variables. Now, what is meant by variables? Variables are nothing but it is a memory location to store the values. Values already we have seen now. To store them, we are going to use the variable. It will be stored. For example, you are having some money. Okay. Assume that you are having the money, some 5 lakh rupees. Where you are going to store that one? Somewhere, na? Like either in your house, some kind of whatever the wardrobe you are having, or in terms of next one is bank lockers, or you are going to use in home lockers, or some kind of in your bank account, somewhere you are going to save. So where you are going to save, that is called as variable. In Python, the variables are dynamic. What is meant by dynamic means you no need to declare the type of the variable. So we are having here different data types are there that you no need to use. This is a dynamic. Based on the value, automatically it assigns the data type. Whatever the data type you are having, it will assign the data type automatically. For example, if you are having the numerical value, a numeric value without decimal, a numerical value without decimal. If you are having a numerical value without decimal, for example, 24, something like this, then automatically it will be stored as a int. The data type will be automatically selected. You are not going to select manually. Automatically it will select. Selecting automatically the data type is called as dynamic. Python is a dynamic programming. Automatically it selects the data type. For example, you are having the numerical value with decimal. That is 24.0 with decimal. Value wise same, but data type wise both are different. It is called as float. It is called as float. It automatically selects. Okay. So numerical data without decimal, it automatically selects here based on the value. With the value side, dot is there or not is there. Dot is there means automatically float. If not means int. It automatically selects. Okay. Now coming to this, here the variables are declared by using the equal to symbol. You are going to write the value on the right side. Left side, you have to write the variable name. What is the variable name? What is the variable name? You have to write on the left side. Then what happens? It is going to create one object. It will store the value and it will give the name called as X for that. Like this, it happens in the backend. In your RAM, it will create one object. In your RAM, entire RAM space is there. In that space, it is going to select one space and it will store the one there and it will give the name called as X. In your RAM, it will be stored. Okay. And whenever you want to use this one value, you are going to use the X. Is the point is clear? Now, so here we are having in terms of like this. So what you want to store, what you want to store, that you have to take inside. For that, whatever the name is there, you are going to give the name. Is the point is clear? Here, I'm going to explain in a simple way. For example, there is a person. The person name is called as SRK. Okay, me. Okay, my name is Sivaram Krishna, shortcut SRK. So I'm having. Now I'm going to stay in a house. I'm staying in a house. House is different types of houses are there. Independent house is there, duplex is there, or with respect to apartments is there, group house is there, something. Multiple houses are there. Now, this type of building, I'm going to stay in a building. What is the type of building? Generally, any person will stay in one building. Any person has to stay in a building. Whether that building with respect to commercial building or whether it is a house or whether it is a hut or something, whatever it is, some building, type of the building. And for that building, one name will be there. For every building, one name will be there and one address will be there. For that building, one address also will be there. And inside that person will be there. Same thing in Python. Inside whatever we are having is value. And this building is there now. That building is called as object. Object. And type of the building is called as data type. In Python, it is called as data type. And building name is there now. Building name is called as variable name. And address of the building is there, right? This is also address of the object. Address of the object. Right? So the building is called as object in Python. Inside that, values will be stored. All the values will be inside the object. Object means where you are having the values inside that. Right? So here, how the building name is there, here also variable name will be there. Address will be there. Everything will be the same. Can two buildings can have the same address? Is that possible? Any two buildings in the entire world will have the same address? No. Similarly, two objects in the Python will not have the same address. Each object address is different. Both the addresses will be different. Right? Now, coming to this. Now, first one, we are going to start by using the variable assignment. So here in the Spyder, I'm writing as a comment variable assignment. Means I'm assigning the value to a variable. Now here I'm going to write in terms of a is equal to 50. I'm writing a is equal to 50. What happens now? First 50 is the value and it will be stored in the a. Okay. Now, once I execute this code, without executed, just you have written the code. It will not create. Once you execute only, the object will be created. If you have not executed, object will not be created. Writing is different, executing, that one is different. When you execute only, the object will be created. So A is equal to 50 means the object will be created with 50 by giving the name A. So see here, the value wise 50. What is the name of the variable means A. And the data type is automatically selected as int. Automatically it has selected as int. Now here the size. What is the size? Size means int object can store only one value. It can't store the multiple values. It can store only one value. Int object will always have the size of 1. It can store only one. It cannot store multiple. Sir, for example, I want to store 50, 60, 70. 3 of the values I want to store. 3 different values. Not 3, 2, 5, 50 and 60. More than one value I want to store. Then int object is not supported. That object will not support. Means, for example, let us assume this is the classroom. What you are sitting is this classroom. In this classroom, how many students will be there? Maximum, what is the maximum capacity of this classroom? Maybe, according to you, 50 or 60 or 70, some number. Now, assume that 100 plus students are coming for the demo. 100 to 120 students has came. Whether this classroom is sufficient? No, we have to require another classroom. That one is called as, that is also called as classroom only. What is this is called as? This is also called as classroom only. Then what is the difference? Size. This will not support for that. That will support for that. There is one more classroom in Naresh IT where we are having the benches and the chairs are there. That classroom was designed that way. There is one more classroom where we are having the laptop facility. You can sit in front of the laptop and you can work. That classroom was designed like that for meeting purpose. That room is different. Each classroom was designed in a different way for different purposes. Similarly, here also, each object was designed in a different way for different purposes. Int object was designed only to store one value. When you want to store, for example, I want to store B is equal to 50 and 60. Two values I want to store means, then automatically takes the tuple. It will not accept the int. Int will only accept one value in an object. So now how many values are there inside the tuple object means 2 values are there. Size indicates how many values are there inside the object. Size indicates how many values are there inside the object. Object size, for example, C is equal to, okay, 24,900 and something, okay. But value is 1 only, na? What size of the number might be big, but value is single value. So you are going to get one value. Inside that object, only one value. For example, you're here I'm taking, instead of this big number, 24,999. What it is going to do? 24,999. One single value will be stored inside the object C. Single value, only one single value. And this is int. Now, for example, I'm having D is equal to 24,000 dot 0. Again, one value only. Value is only one. That is 24,000 dot 0 and D. Only one value. That too, that single value is having dot with decimal. So automatically it selects the float. If value is 1 and that too it is having with a numerical value with decimal, then automatically it assigns as the float. So in the object, how many values are there inside the D? Only one value is there. Is the points are clear? So, and if I am writing here, E is equal to, I want to have 50, 60, 70, 80. I want to store 4 different values in an object. So object is one only, but inside 50, 60, 70, 80, 4 different values should be there. Object is E. Now automatically it is going to select the tuple, and how many values are there inside that? Means size is going to be 4. How many values are there inside that? Is the point is clear? Like that automatically selects whether it is a int, whether it is a float, whether it is a tuple. Automatically it selects. What are the different data types we are having? Okay, what are the different data types? First one is int. where it stores only one value, that too numeric without decimal. Second one is float. It can also store only one value, a numerical value with decimal. Next one is string. It also can store only one value, but non-numeric. Any non-numeric, but one value. Only one value. It can't store more than one value. Next one is called as boolean, where you are having true or false. It can store only true or false, only two, either true or false. Next one is list, where it can store the multiple values. Tuple, where it can store the multiple values. Next one is set. It can store multiple values. Dictionary, it can store the multiple values. So here coming to first point, okay, these four data types can store only a single value inside the object. So these four data types are called as fundamental data types. What is the reason of fundamental data types? Because they can store only one value inside the object. That is the reason. And list, tuple, and all these things are called as advanced data types because they can store the multiple values inside the object. If you are able to store only one value, miss, go with the fundamental data type. If you want to store multiple values, miss, we have to go with the advanced data types. Right? Is the point is clear, guys? Right? Now, multiple values of decimal is also called as float. Now here, for example, if you are having the 24.0, 25.6, 25.6, and 27.9, something you are having like this. One value is minus 40.2. Okay, total four values are there. First value is 24.0. Second value is 25.6, 27.9, minus 40.2. Four values are there inside the single object. That object I'm going to give the name called as F. F. Now what is F means? It is going to have the, in terms of, once again, tuple. Float will accept only one value. Only one value. Int and float will accept only one value. If you are having more than one value, you have to go with the advanced data types. And that too, it will select automatically. You are not going to give anything manually. Automatically it selects. Because it is a dynamic programming. Why it is selecting automatically? Because dynamic programming. So in the interview, they are going to ask, what is dynamic programming? Dynamic programming means based on the right side, what is the value is there, automatically selecting the data type is called as dynamic programming. Selecting automatically data type based on the value. Selecting data type automatically based on value. Based on value is called as dynamic programming. Okay, like this. Now we are having the, sir, Anwar is asking, sir, tuple can store the int, float, then it can store more string values. Yes, tuple can store multiple different data types also it can store. We'll discuss one by one. Okay, everything we'll discuss one by one. How to store the exponential value? Yes, exponential value, if it is a single value, you are having e to the power of 2, exponential value e to the power of 2, that is 2.71718 or into power square. Since it is only one value, automatically it will take the float. Is the point is clear? Now, next one is how to assign the variable name. Whatever the variable name is which is left side. Left side is called as variable name. Right side one is called as value. There is no restriction on the value. You can select whatever you want. In the entire world, whatever you want, you can select. No restriction on the value. Absolutely no restriction on the value. Whether you want single value, double values, triple values, multiple values, that value, this value, no restriction. Left side, whatever the variable name is there we are having the restriction. And this is a rules for the variable name. Rule number 1, it should must start with a letter. Either it is a small letters or caps lock, it should start with a letter or the underscore. Either it should start with a letter or with a underscore. The variable name accepts only underscore symbol. No other symbol is accepted. In the entire variable name, there is no other symbol. Other than underscore, there is no other symbol is accepted in the variable name. Variable name cannot start with a number. It should start with the alphabet or it should start with the underscore. If it is starting with the number, it is going to throw the error. Done. Already shared this picture. Done. Yeah. So the variable name can contain the combination of alphanumeric. What is meant by alphanumeric means alphabet followed by numeric. A1. A1 is called as alphanumeric. 1A is called as numeric alpha. Because first one is numeric followed by alphabet letter is there. So this is called as numeric alpha. Alphanumeric means alphabet followed by numeric. Okay. A variable name can consist of alphanumeric and underscore. Variable names are case sensitive, means small letters and caps lock letters both are different. That object is different, this object is different. So variable names are case sensitive. It cannot accept some reserved words. There are some words are there within the Python. These words cannot be used as the variable name. So what are these words? Understanding these words only Python. If I explain all these words, Python will be completed now only. Tomorrow nothing will be there to do with the Python. So understanding these words only called as core Python. Okay. Now let's understand one by one. Okay. What are the rules are there? Let's see. If you don't follow the rules, what happens? You are going to get the error. What error? Syntax error. Syntax error means you are not following the Python rule. That meaning is right. Now let's get into this one by one. First, each of them, everything will go through one by one. Okay. So here I'm starting with first one. I'm going to use ABC is equal to 234. Is that okay? Left side variable name. What are the variable name is there? That is fine. So it is going to accept and it will create the object called as ABC and it will store the value 234. Now I'm going to use A underscore B underscore 1 is equal to 445, something like this. Is this fine? Starting with alphabet and only special character underscore is accepted. Yes, it is following the rule. So this is also okay. No problem. Now, A underscore 1. A underscore 1 is equal to 90. Is this fine? Yes, this is also fine. No problem. Now, A space 1 is equal to 59, 55, something I am writing like this. Now, if I execute this one, it is going to throw the error, invalid syntax. Because in the variable name, only special character underscore is accepted. Space is considered as one of the character that is not accepted. You can't use the space. For example, I can use dot, no. Then again, it will throw the error. Can I use at the rate of? No. Again, it will throw the same error. So other than underscore, if you want to use any special character, means only underscore is accepted. Other than underscore, you can't go with anything else. Okay. Now 1A is equal to 54. Is that fine? No, it is also not following the Python rule, starting with numeric. So first letter should be either text, I mean English character A to Z, or it should be underscore. Is the point is clear? Now, for example, sir, I want to go with the A1. Yes, happily you can go. No, absolutely not a problem. A1 is equal to this one. A1 is different. A underscore 1 is different. A is different. Everything are different. Both are not same. Now, sir, here small a is equal to 50 is there, sir. Now I'm going to use caps lock a. Caps lock a is equal to 95. You can see here, caps lock a is a different. Small a is different. Caps lock a is different. Two of them are different. It is a case sensitive. Case sensitive means small letters are not equal to caps big letters. Both are not same. It is a case sensitive, right? Now, if I'm using any special character, I told you the first one here, a variable name must start with a small letter A to Z, caps lock A to Z, or underscore character also is used in the starting itself. First. So I'm using the underscore in the starting itself. Underscore A is equal to, every time A, let us go to underscore Z. Okay. Underscore Z is equal to 50, 555, something. Okay. Now, here, as per the variable name, it is accepting the variable name. As per the rule, underscore can be used in the starting and followed by second letter, anything. Second letter, you can even use the numeric also, no problem. First letter only, first character. First character should be either English or underscore. Second character onwards, your choice. Now, in the entire variable, only underscore should be there. Special character, only underscore should be there. Okay. Now, for example, I'm having like this. Now, when I execute this one, it is going to be successfully execute. No problem, no error. But here you can't see that underscore Z. Where is underscore Z? Where is underscore Z variable? Can you see the underscore Z? No. This is called as private variable. Private variable. What is meant by private variable? See, by writing the comment, it will make understand like this. So what is meant by private variable means a variable name which is starting with the underscore at the starting is called as private variable. What is meant by private variable means it will hide the value. It will not be displaying that value. Sir, what is the use, sir? In your mobile phone, you are having some apps. Okay, some information is there. And you are going to click on the right click and you are going to click on hide button. Hide. What happens? That entire thing, whatever you want to hide now, that one, for example, it is assume one app. Automatically, it will be stored into the one underscore variable. Something it will store in the backend like this. Automatically, it will not be visible to others, but you know that is there. You know that one is there, but for others, it will not be visible. So in the backend, when you click on the right click and hide button, automatically in the backend, it happens like this. It is going to assign that value, means whatever the information you want to hide now, that information will be assigned to the underscore variable. It will be hidden. But you know that value is available, you know. So where we are going to use this one? I told you just now application. For example, in the reality, you want to hide something. In your laptop, there is one folder and that folder you want to hide. It should not be visible to others. You are not going to delete that one. It will be there only, but it will not be visible. In that case, you are going to use the private variable. Sir, for me, no hiding, sir. Everything is open, sir. Nothing, no need to hide. So then don't use the private variable. If you don't require, why to use? If you required, use the private variable concept as per your requirement. If you're not interested, no need to use. So underscore, if you are using in the starting means it is a private variable and it will not be visible to others. To everyone, it will not be visible. Now coming to Z underscore is equal to 55. Is that fine? Is that okay? First character is English and in the entire variable, only special character underscore is there. So accepted, no problem. And it will be visible to everyone. So Z underscore will be visible. If you are using underscore in the starting only, it is called as private. Now, if you go to the next example, I'm having the first one is called as if is equal to 34. Now, if I'm trying to execute this one, it is throwing the error. Sir, first letter is alphabet. Fine, not a problem. So in the entire one, I'm using the as per the rule only. There is no special character. Everything is IF only. So it is following the as per whatever the rules you have told here. First rule it is accepted. Second rule accepted. It has not started. Accepted. This one also accepted. This one also accepted. What is the problem is here it cannot accept the reserved words. So now how I can know which one is reserved word, which is a normal word? So these are the list of reserved words. Should I by heart these things? No, don't by heart. Never by heart. Then what is the option? Very simple. Here, when I'm writing this one, automatically it has turned to blue color. Can you see the color? Blue. If I use this one, it is showing in the black color. So earlier, whatever the variables are there, everything are in the black color only. Whichever the color is turning to blue color, that one you ignore as of now. Whichever is converting to blue color, ignore them as of now. Anyways, in the future, you are going to understand each and every word meaning clearly, and automatically you know that these words cannot be used as the variable name. As of now, don't by heart these words. Whichever the word is turning to blue color like this, ignore that one. Infinite number of words are there. You have to use this word only. Yeah. If you are still interested IF only, use IF and I underscore F or IF underscore, something you use like this, or IFS or IFE, something. IF1, multiple infinite number of words are there now. Use as per your choice. Why to use exactly IF only? So whichever is in the blue color, just ignore, because this word is having some separate meaning in the Python. Every word is having one meaning in the Python. First word coming to the false. Whatever this word is there, this word is having some other meaning. This one also will be converted to a different color other than black. So don't use this word. Black color. Use this word. Is the point is clear? So some special words. These are called as some special words. Special words are also called as reserved words. Each word is having one meaning. Understanding that one only our class. In that one of them, I'm going to show you one of them, DEL. This is one of the reserved word. What is the meaning of DEL? Means to delete the variable. For example, I want to delete the B. Here B variable is there now. I want to delete that one. Del space B. That is the syntax. Del space B means it deletes the B. B is deleted. That object is deleted in the backend. In your RAM, that one will be deleted. That object will not be available. Now, if you want to delete the multiple words, like I want to delete the C and D, both of them, C, comma, D. If you want to delete two variables at a time like this, then you are just using the variable 1, comma, variable 2, comma, variable 3. And just if you execute this one, see, C and D also is deleted. So what is the use of DEL? Means to delete the variables. That is one of the keyword. So here if you observe, where is this? If you observe here, this is one of the keyword. Now what is the meaning of DEL? Means to delete the variables. So DEL cannot be used because DEL having the separate meaning. Right? Is the point is clear? So like this. So what is the difference between the private variable and protected variable? Here there is no protected variable. We are having only the private variable. Okay. We are having only with respect to private variable, public variable. Two variables are there. In the Python, we are having only two. Private and public. Public means which is open to everyone. Private means which will be hidden. Is the points are clear? And this is the rules for the variable name. If you don't follow the rule, you are going to get the error. Sir, now I want every time till now, whatever you have used, every time numbers only have shown. Values as the numbers. Other than numbers, you have not even shown one example also. Okay, let us try like this. D is equal to other than numbers. For example, I want to have Siva. Okay. Now, whatever the value Siva is there, other than number, you have to store them in the inverted comma. Other than number, anything should be stored in the inverted comma. So now automatically you are going to have here string. Okay, sir, for example, I'm having in terms of SRK 123. So SRK 123 is a combination of text and number. So it is a non-numerical data. Only 123 is called as numerical data. If you are having only 123, it is called as numerical data. At that time, no need of inverted commas. Other than that, if you are having anything 100%, you have to go with the numeric inverted commas. Is the point is clear? So non-numerical data, you are going to use the inverted commas and you are going to use. And it will also store with respect to C here. It is also having only one value, and here it is going to show the size as 6. 6 indicates the number of characters. How many characters are there inside that? So for example, SRK 123 and second value is SRK 234. Two values are there. This is separate value. This is separate. This is separate. Two things are there. Then again, automatically it takes the tuple only. Automatically it selects the tuple. I want only one value. A string can store only one value. Okay, what happens means it stores only one value, SRK 123, and it is going to give the name called as D. Is the point is clear? Other than numeric, inverted commas. Numeric means no need of inverted commas. So that is today's class, and we'll continue from here in the tomorrow's class. So you can install the Anaconda, and after installing the Anaconda, you can practice the things either in the Spyder or Jupyter Notebook, wherever you are interested, and you can practice. Points are clear? And I'm going to share you the notes on this part. Yeah, public variable is also called as global variable. Exactly.